Let's set the stage for the games I played in winter of 2024. So I get back from Christmas tree harvest season, which ends on Black Friday, because if you think about it, once Thanksgiving's over, Black Friday starts. People are in that Christmas tree, let's get my Christmas tree mindset. So you guys, as the farmers, who our job is to get it onto trucks, to get it out to cities, to sell to people, our job ends at Thanksgiving. And so I get back from my parents' place from Christmas tree harvest. I'm back living at my place. But at the beginning of December, I get a surgery for a new pacemaker battery. I have a pacemaker. For those who don't know, surgery went well. I'm on battery number 4. This one should last me about a decade before I have to think about number 5. And so while I was laid up, healing, recovering from my surgery at the beginning of December, I needed a game to spend my time with. That game was Prince of Persia. Really good action combat. It reminds me in ways of Smash Bros. Meets a proper Metroidvania, how you do combos with directions. That's what reminds me of Smash Bros. And that combat is super fluid. There's a lot of dodge and parry and time warping mechanics for you to mess with. That stuff also carries over to these really nail-biting, tough platforming sections that you'll die many times over and over doing, but you know it's you know you can, if you keep practicing, accomplish it over time. You have so many movement options, and yet the game is still able to provide so much challenge. There are some levels that are like kind of optional sections that I didn't even beat because they were really, really hard. This game brings the challenge. There's really awesome characters in this game. You meet most of the major players right from the beginning, and what changes is what you know about them. Their relationships change. There's betrayal, two-facedness, plot twists everywhere. The story takes place on a cursed mountain where time is all warped. And so yeah, the story had me engaged the whole time. A lot of fun action set pieces that reminded me of shonen anime. The setting of ancient Persia and heavy usage of mythology was super cool. Brought me back to the days when I was playing through the entire God of War franchise. Actually reminded me how much I like games set in mythology. Love the God of War games. Ashura's Wrath is a deep cut that I really like. That one is based on a world in Hindu mythology. And yeah, getting to play this game, which I didn't realize would be dealing with all these ancient Persian gods. I picked up this game because it was $15 at Walmart, and I heard good things about the gameplay. I didn't realize it would scratch that love for mythology that I've always kind of had. I remember my first grade teacher read us like this kidified version of the Odyssey when we were in first grade. And that was really awesome. Like, I've just always thought mythology was cool. The mythology setting in this game did it for me. Like I mentioned, there's time travel in this game, but it doesn't feel like an annoying time travel story. It's more of there's many diverging paths, and it's up to you to make your own destiny. And because there's time travel and you die a lot, it feels kind of metatextually, the video game justifies itself why you die a million times to these tough as nails platforming and boss segments. It's because there's one version of the main character, Sargon, one grain of sand blowing through the sands of time, that's able to save his friend in the end. And yeah, this story is about saving a friend. Pretty simple tale, but with a lot of charm and twists and turns along the way. I can't sing this game's praises enough. The way you get amulets and are able to upgrade those, you kind of upgrade everything along as you go, and it feels like everything is scaled well. If you like Metroidvanias, you'll love this game. And I admittedly haven't played a whole lot of Metroidvanias, which is something I have to change in my bucket list for 2025, which we'll get to, because I really liked the progression cycle of this game. And so I want to try other well-done Metroidvanias. This game took me by surprise, and I want more. I heard that Ubisoft is trying to bury this game a little bit. I guess it didn't perform the way they wanted to, but also they just gave up on it way too fast. That's why I was able to find it for $15 at a Walmart when it came out this year, which was a great deal and got me to experience it when I might not have picked it up otherwise. But also, this is a great title, and I do want Ubisoft to do more of this. Black Flag was always my uncontested best Ubisoft game, but that has aged. Each time I go back to it, it hits just a little bit less. Still love it, but it hits less every time, diminished returns. And this game was really, really fun and challenging, with a competently told story and great action set pieces. I think this will age way better. So Ubisoft, more of this, please. Final game I played in 2024, which I am going to continue to play in 2025, and I think my thoughts are still too inconclusive on Sonic Frontiers to really give a good opinion on it. I picked up Frontiers at the same time I picked up Prince of Persia, because it was also $15 at Walmart. $30 for 2 games on my bucket list. Score! Well, Prince of Persia kind of retroactively got added to my bucket list when I bought it, because it wasn't initially. And neither was Sonic Frontiers, but I'm a longtime Sonic fan. $15 for a Sonic game that's been on my radar, but not necessarily on my bucket list. Fine, you convinced me with the good deal. I'll give it a try. And I did give it a try.